Hi everyone, I'm Burt with Burt, Beckstrand and Young. As you know, I answer legal questions that my subscribers most often request. So if you want me to answer your legal question, just click subscribe and send me that question. I'll do my best to answer it. I've had a lot of people recently ask me how they can adopt a child in Utah. Well, first what you'll need to do is find out if you're able to adopt. To adopt, you must be an adult who's married with permission from your spouse, or you're single and not living with another person. Also, the person you're adopting must be at least 10 years younger than you or the one of the spouses, if you're married. Now, if you are able to adopt, the court will consider the best interests of the child, meaning they'll look at the different factors such as health, age, emotional ties, schools, ability to care, etc. There may be an investigation made by the Department of Child and Family Services, or the DCFS, to determine how these factors weigh. Now, the petition for the adoption is filed in the district court in the county in which the juvenile resides, unless there's already an action filed in juvenile court to end one of the natural parent's rights. Then the adoption is filed in the juvenile court. Now, any person or institution whose consent is needed must be given at least 30 days notice. Some examples include a spouse, if the parents of the child are married, the parent listed on the birth certificate, a legally appointed guardian, or anyone who's filed a paternity action for the child, or any person who lives with the child now and acts like the child's parent or guardian. Consent will be given, usually written, in front of a judge. The consent of any adults, like parents with parental rights or an adoption agency, and the child, if he or she is 12 years old and has the mental capacity consent, is needed for the adoption. There's also a home residency requirement prior to finalizing an adoption. Child must have lived in the home before the adoption is finalized for 6 months, and at least 1 year for a child being adopted by a step-parent. Depending on the type of adoption, some other steps may include attending a training class, a background check, home study process, approval of the home study. Also, depending on the type of adoption, different forms may be required to be filed with the court. If you're adopting a child from another country, Utah gives full effect and recognition to those adoptions that have been finalized abroad in compliance with U.S. and international law. Click on my other videos to answer any other legal questions that you have. And remember, if you want me to answer your question, click subscribe and send me that question. Have a great day.